Good evening. This is Robert Pulse. How are you doing this evening? In my last video, I told you that I would be trying to do sources, and I think I've achieved that. And so this is kind of an extension of the last video, which was comparing RootsMagic 11 facts to Zotero Research Log facts. Okay, so let's see. You should be seeing the front page now. As usual, disclaimer, I am neither a professional nor an expert genealogist, just an amateur genealogist like you. I don't delete my errors in general, so I take and show you what I've done so that I expect some of you will make errors and be able to do that. I view this as a collaborative effort. It's called a vlog, and what I'm trying to do is get you to take and tell me what you do and maybe how to improve my stuff. Lots of people have commented in the last video. I got a nice comment on some prompts, AI prompts that I actually used, and I'll probably show you one of the things that I did with that today. Is an extension of what I plan on doing today, but I've been playing with it tonight, so I may do that. I'm also do these videos for people that think I go too fast, probably so, but different people find it in different places. So this is a way they can take and pause and replay or slow it down. YouTube has that option. All views are expressed are mine. I'm a member of 7 genealogy and historical societies currently, and I don't represent any of them. I'm not on any of their staffs or anything. And I do administer these two one name Facebook sites. If you've got a surname in that list, come see us. We need to keep the conversation going. Okay. How do you verify the sources in your Zotero research log or have migrated into your RootsMagic database? That's the task I'm trying to take and solve tonight. And what I've done is I'm using RootsMagic narrative report to generate a list of sources in the database. And then I cut those sources out of there, and then I paste them into a separate document. And then I attach that to a Gemini prompt and asked it to develop a table. Okay, so let's go here first. Here's how you would do the report. It's a narrative report. Oh, it came up here. Hold on a minute. Let me bring it down here so you can see it. Okay. And you go down here. These are the options that are set. I will have this at the end of the program so you can take and see them and slow down and look at them. And you generate, and this is the narrative report on the same person I was working on the last video, the William Bernard Kern. I've done a lot of videos on him. And then you just save it up here. And I saved it as a Microsoft Word document. And that document looks like, cancel. Got to close out of this. It causes all kinds of trouble. And that comes in like this. Okay. And then you can page through this. This is quite long. What is it? It's 7,000 words and 25 pages. But I go down to the end. Here they are, end notes. I cut those out and I pasted those into this document, which I then used as an attachment to the query. Okay. So when I went into the query, I said, as an expert genealogist, review the endnote sources attached and create a table of endnotes with the following endnote number, date, source, and citation. And I'm not going to take and have you sit here and watch Gemini rotate tonight. I've already done this for you. So this is what it says. An expert genealogist, I have reviewed and provided. Now, some people say I should make this as an analyst. I like genealogists. I think genealogists have to be analysts, but that's me. So you can put whatever you want to in here. There's lots of options in RootsMagic that are already in the RootsMagic prompt developer that you can take a look at it and decide what you want to do. And anyway, that generated this, and I'm going to walk through this slowly so you get an idea. I think I've forgotten how many there are of these, 82 of these, so I better move a little faster. So there's 82 end notes that were in the document. That was the narrative report on William Kern. Okay, and so and the last bunch of them are not specified because they're dead. I did export it and make a spreadsheet out of it to keep that for me to take a look at. You can see that in the last video. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay, the next step, as an expert genealogist, I had that loaded in, that table loaded into Gemini, so you can take and continue on Gemini and add another prompt. And I said, as an expert genealogist, review the endnote sources and the attached create a table of the endnotes with the following: endnote number, date, and source. Okay, that's not what I said. So let's go back to here. Okay, I said, as an expert genealogist, using the table's sources just developed, compare that table to the attached research log, and the research log was in here before. Or no, I added the same research log that I used for the backs in here, and then I asked it to generate a table of the differences. And it said, as an expert genealogist, I compared the endnotes from the narrative report with the attached research log in the following table, identify sources found. And that turned out to be 2. And again, I exported that as sheets. Okay. And then that, I've got a table of those. This one's going to be really interesting. Look at this. I don't remember that article, so I got to go find that article in the research log and see what they're talking about. I suspect it applies to a different William Kern. There are 4 William Kerns that I am separating out in the Zotero research, and that's a possibility that I've separated that out and didn't put rejected on it. Okay, so that's that. Oh, here's the second prompt. I was in the wrong place. And this generated 2 sources, as you saw, and then I exported that as a spreadsheet. So this is a kind of a fast video. Conclusions: this appears to be an effective process for comparing Zotero research log sources to RootsMagic database sources. They can be kept this way. The research log and the research that you've done and the database that you actually entered into RootsMagic can be kept in sync. And this is how I plan on taking and keeping them in sync. So I've got facts in sync and I've got sources in sync now. And so that's it. And then prompts. Again, I want to know what prompts you have developed. And I'd like to have you paste the prompts into the list, into the comments. Got some responses the last time on the last one on prompts, and that was useful, and I'll show you in a minute what that generated. Playlists. This is the Zotero playlist, and this is the RootsMagic playlist. You can cut and paste these from the notes. Okay, now let's go back to here. Okay, based on what came up from the last video I did, I put this in. As a professional genealogist, I identify areas in both the research log and the original information that need to be researched in more detail. And this is what the objective of this research plan is: to address critical gaps and discrepancies found and provide genealogical narrative and research log for William Bernard Kern, the primary areas of focus, and so on. And it keeps on going. And then here's the various research steps. So the first one is this: determine the current fortune. Like I said, I don't remember that particular article, but it's been probably 4 to 6 months since I did any research on my grandfather. And so, anyway, this is what I need to take and go do. And then the additional Vandenberg County court records for additional relatives. I have actually identified where those are, and they run about $75 a piece. So I was not buying them. I hadn't been planning on buying them, but they're recommending that I buy them and collect them. I think they're in. I can find them in Family Search. I think after I bought them, I found the copy in the Family Search for the Kern, for William Kern and John Kern. So I'm going to try that first before I go buy those. And then it says the 1930 census. There's a misspelling in the 1930 30 census that says Rein, Rein, instead of Kern. And they want me to do this. Well, I've already done this. I just didn't put it in the research log. So I need to do that. And they said, review the family name Kern, find a copy. I have a copy. I actually gave the copy that's in the Willard Library, which is in the source, to them. So I have a copy of that. So that's not needed to be done. And then I need to put that in the research log and say I have a copy, physical copy. And just little things that I need to take and correct. And then later life, yes, there is a large gap from 1950 on to when he died in 1976. And yes, I am going to continue to take and research in that area. So anyway, that was the result of the last video that I posted. And so I'm really happy with getting that response, and went forward with that. So you can take a do research plans in here. Okay, my contact information. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That always helps with the YouTube people and everything, and it makes me feel good and makes me justify the time I spent here. I will respond to comments. You can say I responded to the last one. It may take me a while sometimes. Please comment with additional topics you think I should address. Actually, YouTube is making suggestions now. And thank you for your time. I really do appreciate the time that you spend with me. And that will be it for tonight. So let's stop share and end the recording. End of meeting. You have a great evening now.